We ended the last video by understanding the meaning of unlabeled data. In this video, we will talk about data examples where rows and columns are not identified for privacy and security reasons. We will also discuss the approach through which clustering techniques can be applied to such data. Let's look at the first example. A credit card company has data for its customers such as their purchases and their payment records. Using this data, they want to identify the different clusters of customers without giving away the name of the rows and the columns. It is possible to examine this data without identifying the name of the customers, and then with the help of clustering techniques, data could easily be clustered into groups of rows that share similar characteristics. Now we will talk about the second example. Assume that you have details of 20,000 patients with heart-related complications. The details available with you include 88 unnamed parameters of these patients along with the diagnosis and outcome of their heart problem. Clustering techniques could help in identifying groupings of patients that share similar characteristics. Once the groupings are identified, clusters with successful diagnosis can be reported to the hospital. Based on this information, hospital can tailor-make the treatment for other groups that did not show much promising results. So remember, you would come across data that is not identified through the name of rows and columns. Nevertheless, such data could still be clustered and useful conclusions could be drawn from it. We will look at two more examples where clustering principles could be effectively used. Let's say your email service provider is anonymously gathering content of the emails. Specifically, they are recording the words that are used in the emails as well as the frequency of each of the words. Further, they are making two clusters from this data. One cluster contains words and their frequency from normal emails, and the other cluster contains words and their frequency from spam emails. Let's say there are 100,000 emails that are analyzed under the normal category and 100,000 emails that are analyzed under the spam category. So in total, there would be 200,000 rows of data, each representing a unique email. As already explained, each of these rows would record the words used in the email as well as the frequency of these words. Now, when a new email is delivered to the user, the system would automatically check the words that are used in the email based on the analyzed data. If the system finds that the words used in this email are similar to the ones that are used in spam emails, then this email would automatically be marked as spam. Similar techniques are used by shopping websites such as Amazon and content websites such as Netflix to give recommendation to its users. Before we end this video, let's look at this one last example. This will give you an idea of the clustering process. Suppose you have never seen toys in your life and you are given a bucket full of toys. You are then given the task of grouping the toys that share similar characteristics. Think about the different ways you can segregate the toys. You could first sort the toys based on their color. Once you have done that, you can further sort each set of toys with similar colors based on their size. And the process would go on till you find no more ways to differentiate the toys. One thing to note is that the name of the toy is not important for the problem. Toys can still be grouped into clusters based on their different characteristics related to size and color. We will end this discussion here. In the next video, we are going to talk about the various clustering techniques and methods that are covered in this course.